Welcome and good afternoon, everyone. My name is Ainina Najiha. Today, and we are from Studio Pharmacy. Okay, today I would like to present about the Tabung Haji scandal. First, eh, first I will explain the background of Tabung Haji. Before I start, the subtitle is the Islamic Pilgrimage Fund Board Tabung Haji face allegation of corruption and mismanagement, resulting in a 9 million shortfall. Okay, now I will explain the background of Tabung Haji. The Tabung Haji was established in 1963 in Malaysia. It is also known as the Islamic Pilgrimage Fund Board of Malaysia. The main purpose of Tabung Haji is to help Muslims in Malaysia to save money gradually to perform Haji in Makkah. And the second is Tabung Haji operates based on Sharia principle, which means all investment and financial activity must follow Islamic law. The includes avoiding riba, gambling, and other prohibited elements. Okay, now we go to the second slide. Okay, now I will explain the background of the issue. In recent years, Tabung Haji faced serious allegations of corruption. There were claims that certain individuals were involved in ethical practice and abuse of power. Besides that, issues of mismanagement were also reported. This means that the organization did not manage in finance and investment properly. Some investment was said to be risky and not well controlled. And as the result, financial problems were discovered. Reports show that Tabung Haji experienced a large financial shortfall which raised public concern. Many depositors start to question the transparency and accountability of the management. Now I will pass to the Dina to next slide.
Next, I will continue with my part for allegations of corruption. For this slide, I will explain the allegation of corruption involving Tabung Haji. Firstly, there were claims of abuse of power by management in decision making. Second, poor investment decision involving high risk assets. And some okay. Lack of transparency in financial reporting, and lastly is conflict of interest influencing investment and policies. Next, moving on to the 9 billion ringgit shortfall. Investigation revealed that Tabung Haji's liabilities were actually higher than its assets. This means the institution did not have enough assets to fully cover the saving deposit by the public. So they are four. The first one is total liabilities exceeded total assets. Number two is indicate serious financial mismanagement. Third, raised major public concern and loss of confidence. And lastly is estimated financial deficit of 9 billion ringgit. That's all from me. Thank you.
Thank you for the explanation. Now I will continue with next part, which is the impact of the scandal. By the way, my name is Alice. So first, Impact of the
The
scandal is
scandal is
loss of
loss
public
of
trust.
public trust.
When a
When
scandal
a scandal
happens,
happens,
people start
people
to
start to
lose trust
lose
in the
trust in the
institution.
institution.
They might
They might
feel
feel
disappointed and
disappointed and
betrayed
betrayed
because they
because they
expect
expect
honesty and
honesty and
transparency.
transparency.
Second,
Second,
affected
affected
depositor
depositor
server.
server
Depositor
depositor
are
are
directly
directly
affected
affected
because they
because
trust
they trust
the
the
institution with their
institution with
money.
their money.
Some may
Some may
feel
feel
worried
worried
and
and
insecure
insecure
about their
about their
savings.
savings.
This can
This can
cause
cause
stress and
stress
fear,
and fear,
especially if
especially
they
if they
depend
depend
on
on
that
that
money
money
for
for
daily
daily
needs.
needs.
Third,
Third,
the
the
image of
image of
Islamic
Islamic
institution.
institution.
The scandal
The scandal
can
can
damage the
damage the
reputation of
reputation of
Islamic
Islamic
institution.
institution.
People may
People may
question
question
whether
whether
this
this
institution truly
institution truly
follow
follow
Islamic
Islamic
principles.
principle.
Next slide.
Next slide.
Religious
Religious
perspective
perspective
Islam.
Islam.
First,
First,
corruption is
corruption is
haram in
haram in
Islam.
Islam. In Islam,
Corruption
corruption
and
and
bribery
bribery
are
are
clearly
clearly
forbidden,
forbidden,
haram.
haram.
It is
It is
considered
considered
a
a
major
major
sin
sin
because it
because it
involves
involves dishonestly,
dishonesty and
dishonesty and
injustice.
injustice.
Next,
Next,
Islam
Islam
emphasizes
emphasizes
honesty and
honesty and
amanah.
amanah.
Islam
Islam
strongly
strongly
promotes
promotes
honest and
honest and
amanah, which
amanah, which
means
means
trustworthiness
trustworthiness
and
and
responsibility.
responsibility.
Last one,
Last one,
leader
leaders
are
are
accountable to
accountable to
Allah.
Allah.
In Islam,
In
leaders
Islam,
are
leaders
not
are not
only
only
accountable to
accountable
the
to
people
the people
but
but
also to
also
Allah.
to Allah.
They will
They
be
will be
questioned
questioned
in the
in the
hereafter
hereafter about
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 how they
how they
handle
handle
their
their
responsibility.
responsibility.
That's all from
That's all
me.
from me.
Next.
Next.
Hi,
Hi, this is my turn to explain about action taken. First is a government intervention. The government intervened to stabilize Tabung Haji after financial shortfall was revealed. These interventions was necessary to protect depositors' funds and restore public confidence in the institutions. For example, the Malaysia government took corrective action by overseeing the restructuring process and providing support to ensure Tabung Haji remain financially viable. Second is restructuring of Tabung Haji. Tabung Haji underwent a restructuring process to address its financial weakness, poor performing and high risk assets we spread to improve the overall financial position of the institution. For example, through restructuring, Tabung Haji was able to reorganize its assets and liabilities, allowing it to recover from the 9 billion deficit. Third, improve governance and risk management. Corporate governance and risk management practice were strengthened to prevent future mismanagement. Greater emphasis was placed on accountability, transparency, and prudent investment decisions. For example, stricter control and improved oversight mechanisms were introduced to ensure better decision making and compliance and regulations. Next slide. Listen, learn. First, importance of transparency. Do this highlight the importance of transparency in financial reporting. A lack of transparency can conceal financial problem and mislead stakeholders the financial shortfall. Second, strong management need. Effective and competent management is essential for organizations that manage public funds. Weak management can lead to poor decision making and financial loss. Stronger leadership and internal control could have reduced the risk of mismanagement in Tabung Haji. And lastly, is integrity is crucial in Islamic institutions. Integrity is a fundamental value in Islamic institutions, especially those entrust with managing funds for religious purpose. A failure in integrity can damage trust and credibility. The Tabung Haji scandal show how a lack of integrity can undermine public confidence in Islamic financial institutions. Um,
like his conclusions. First, Tabung Haji faced serious corruption and mismanagement issues. Second, poor governance led to a 9 billion financial shortfall. Third, the scandal damaged public trust and institutional credibility. And lastly, strong governance and transparency are essential in managing public funds. It is from us. Thank you.